Do you like listening to podcasts? Of course you do. You're listening to a podcast right now. What about getting paid to listen to podcasts? Well, now you can. Sign up at podcoin.com and get paid to listen to your favorite podcasts. It's free. Get paid to listen, save up your Podcoins, cash them in for prizes like Amazon or Starbucks gift cards, or you can donate to charity like we do. Use our offer code SUPERPOD to get 300 Podcoins on us. It's available in the App Store and on Android. It's the only way that we listen to podcasts now, and it could change the way that you listen to podcasts. Now on with the show.
This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
A Monstrous Gathering.
Third time's the charm.
Audio Euphoria.
All that and more.
Cody, scratch Mike.
That's a bad Mikey.
Meow. I was expecting a little more of a monstrous
Meow.
meow. Roar.
Purr.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Welcome to episode 75 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I am Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okami.
We're back with our For You Reviewing Pleasure series.
And boy, is it a monster.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it is a monster. This is the biggest one we've done.
I'm rolling on my pant legs as we speak because it's getting hot in here.
You doing that instead of just taking your clothes off?
Yeah.
Nelly had the right way to do it. Just think about if it were not take off all your clothes. It's getting hot in here, so roll up all your pants.
Yeah. I am getting too hot. I'm going to roll my sleeves up.
Roll my sleeves up. I'm going to roll my pants up. God.
Hell and high waters.
Hell and high waters? Come hell or high water pants. What the fuck is wrong with us?
Not a damn thing.
That's right.
We're perfect.
So we're going to be talking about the Monstercat Instinct Volume 3 compilation from Monstercat today.
Which I firmly believe this is probably the best out of the Instinct collection so far. I mean, there's only a handful, like a small handful of songs on here that I really didn't care for. And that's saying a lot considering the last two were, you know, kind of hit or miss a lot more than they should be. But
yeah. But I mean, the fact that and whenever this dropped, I wasn't expecting it. Like, it wasn't that I'd forgotten that they still do these things. It was just, I was enjoying all the releases that were coming out, and then it just happened. I was like, oh shit, we have another.
It's like Volume 3. Oh shit. More music.
More music. So if this is your first time listening to our show at all, or if you're just now listening to For Your Reviewing Pleasure, like entry for the first time, generally what we do is we take an album, EP, whatever, and we take it track by track and we talk about the song and just kind of break it down and give our opinions and all that good stuff.
Granted, not all of them are this long.
No.
This normally we do anywhere from 3 or 4 songs to about normal length, which is 12 songs. This thing is 40 tracks.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And most of the songs we have talked about in the past, but now we're actually getting like a list of them down and kind of talking about them, like how they rank up as far as, the others on the list go.
Yeah. So I think before we do that, let's take care of some business and let Nick tell us about How Will I Die?
Did you know that a man once jumped into a bulletproof window so much that he busted it out of the frame and fell to his death? I do. Hey, I'm Nicholas Howe, and I made an improvised comedy storytelling podcast about this death and many others. Using a multiverse of me's as the catalyst, I explore the various ways people have died. I also have special guests on and freak them out about how dangerous the world is. Did you know lakes can explode? You do now. Listen to the How Will I Die podcast on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on Twitter at HWIDIEPOD.
Lakes that explode, dude.
I still have not seen a lake explode yet.
Except
on Mythbusters.
Go to Cleveland.
Oh, shit.
No, that damn... shit, that hastily made Cleveland tourism video.
Oh, yeah. In Cleveland.
Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. God, I love that
We
video.
can purchase a house at the price of a VCR.
Our main export is crippling depression.
It's not Detroit.
At least it's not Detroit. No offense, Detroit.
It's not Detroit.
It's not Detroit. Fucking hell. Okay, so we're just gonna dive into it because this is pretty lengthy, like we said before. 40 songs. Some of the artists are on here more than once, but still, it's 40 fucking songs.
There's a lot to review.
Yeah. So let's go get into the first track, which is "Dreaming of You" by Slushy. I'm not gonna lie, I am hit or miss with Slushy, but I actually kind of dig this track a little bit.
It has potential. It's catchy. I can listen to it, but it's not a standout as far as like a lot of his other music.
Yeah, but I mean, for this compilation, I think it's a pretty good opening track.
Yeah, it's not bad.
One thing about the Instinct ensemble, I guess you would call it, is it's that real more lighthearted, more radio. The way I would compare Monstercat Uncaged to Instinct is it's kind of like night and day.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like top down, sun's out, driving down, listening to these songs, and
Like radio friendly.
Yeah, and this is a good opening example of it, where it's real. Like the song itself sounds very colorful. Like I can close my eyes and just picture, like a colorful scene at like a fucking concert or something. Like EDC.
Yeah. I like the second drop though a little bit more because it actually extends that U part without having the actual rhythm or beat into it. So I actually, like I said, I can listen to the song on repeat here and there, but not as frequently as some of these other tracks.
Yeah, but for what it is, it's good. Mm-hmm. It's good for this. So good job.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Second one is by an artist that is a little bit like not so much back and forth in and out of Monstercat, like a lot, but it seems here more recently he's been dropping
Pretty frequent.
Yeah, Conroe released a track called "Remember You." Mm-hmm. I really like this one.
He's, like I've said before, he's progressively gotten better and better with each either album hit or song, laid out. I mean, even the last song, "This Is Me," the EP, that whole collection was fantastic, and this is like still same quality.
And the name of the song is "Remember You." I love the drum breaks that happen.
He always has good vocal work.
Oh, absolutely.
That's his actual vocals.
Really bouncy, real good form. I like this song a whole
Future
lot.
bass, indie dance, disco.
Yeah. It's nice to hear that stuff coming back around because we didn't really have a lot of it for a while.
There's a lot of genres coming back, really.
And most of them I've found are making their way onto the Instinct side of stuff.
Making their way downtown.
Singing fast.
Tracks are passing homebound.
Meow, 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 meow. It's a monster. Meow, 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 meow. Kitty cat. Meow, 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 meow. And I'm gonna hiss at you.
Hiss at Mew.
It's a bunch of hiss said, she said.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Conroe is absolutely a staple of Monstercat. Like he's one of the names that you hear, and this is the label that I think about whenever I hear his name.
I mean, he's almost like the face of Instinct at this point because he's frequently releasing tracks on Instinct. Like he's pretty much like that's the poster child of that side of the brand.
And that's the cool part about this too, is a lot of the artists that do put stuff out for Instinct, you've actually heard like before the brand split into two labels, and then you've heard them bounce from Uncaged to Instinct. So it's really nice that some of these artists get to showcase different shit that they can do. Mm-hmm. And Conroe he's been pretty consistent, as far as like what he does, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I think he steadily gets better with each track, or he will stay like consistent, like you said. So
yeah. Third up, Vice Tone and Matt Wins, Fences.
This one in particular, I've heard so many different radio stations as far as like the electronic music scene or just pop charts or whatever. It's a very radio friendly, very pleasing on the ears sounding track.
I thought you said Pop Tarts for a second.
Pop-Tarts. That's the whole genre is Pop-Tarts.
It's Pop-Tart bounce house music. And I
It's
know that's not even a real fucking genre, but we're going to make it right now.
It's Nyan Cat. Just one big flying
Monster
Pop-Tart
Nyan Cat.
There you go.
And
The Pop-Tart genre.
Vice Tone's new genre is going to be Pop-Tart. Mm-hmm. And his new album, Pop-Tart Jams. Fucking, could you imagine the Monstercat like on a pastry just flying through the air with a big ass rainbow coming out of the ass end of it?
No, he's literally surfing on Nyan Cat.
I fucking love it.
Why haven't they done this yet?
Because we haven't done it yet.
Oh, I'm going to now.
Okay, cool. Let's do that. So this is Fences.
I can guarantee anybody who listens to pretty much anything electronic, you've either heard this song or a remix variation of this song by now.
Or you will hear it, or you'll hear it now.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man. I say good stuff about all these things, but just... This is an album compilation, and I found myself doing this in the weeks leading up to doing this whenever we decided to do this album. It's one of these albums that you can get lost in, and if you're not really paying close attention, you won't notice the tracks switching from one to another.
They do really good with the sequencing and transition.
Yeah, and I was going to say the same thing like later on. There's a few songs that like in order-wise would really benefit from having been placed next to each other, but as far as these all go, it's one of the better sequences, honestly.
Well, back in the day when there were still the numeric releases on the album, certain albums had a vibe based on how they put everything together track-wise, like how they basically streamed into each other, and it actually made like sense with why they chose this album art, why they chose this title and stuff like that. Now it's pretty much like, okay, this is the brand, volume 3, volume 4, whatever. So it's just the theme of the music, not so much a theme of the album.
Yeah. Which the Uncaged and Instinct album arts have been just fucking 100% stellar so far. This is actually my favorite Instinct album art.
Yeah, it's the
so
cheater.
Far. You think his name's Chester?
You're wrong.
You're wrong. He's going to scratch his shit out your ass.
Yeah, because the first one was, I think, a panther. Second one was a puma or a cougar, one of the two. And then this one was a cheetah. But what was really interesting that when I first saw the album art for the first album was how they had the headphones around the neck of the cat and the eyes are all like warbled. So.
Yeah. And it's green, too. They usually have like a little color pattern to go along with it. This one was... What was the first one? Was it orange? Or was that the second one?
Second one was orange.
The first one was... What was the first one? It was like
I don't
red
remember.
something.
It
Now
might
I
have been
feel
red.
I feel dumb.
Well, that was so long ago.
Right. But this one's green. Green.
The greener.
But yeah, Vice Tone, Fences. Fucking awesome.
We just broke, like, segue from that top. I was like, oh yeah, this song, everything else we talk about now.
It happens. It happens. But yeah. Go buy all this shit. Now let's move on to Grant, featuring Juno. Grant is somebody who is...
consistently great.
Yeah.
Like yet another person on the Instinct side that is a poster child of the label because he's that consistent with releasing tracks on each album. And they've all been pretty much like knockouts. Like they're really good.
And it seems like we don't go very long without hearing a new one from him. This one's called Color. Just want to dance.
The drop is just fantastic. Like how he just compiled all the different sequencing noises and stuff.
And then the build. And the drop. God damn, I love Future Bass so hard. People shit on it because they don't understand it.
Nope.
But I fucking love it. And this is a prime example of how great it can be.
He created such a unique sound after he dropped the bow tie part of his name years ago.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was Grant Bowtie.
Yeah.
And his music was noticeable, but it wasn't like that much of a standout as compared to what it is now. Like he's drastically gotten better. So
Call him Grant.
don't take him for granted.
I love his Twitter handle, Call Me Grant. Actually, his social media handle, just Call Me Grant. Like,
Yep.
well, what the fuck else are we going to call you? That's your name, dude.
Grant Bowtie.
Nah, fam. Nah.
Don't call me that.
It's like the bow tie was holding him back, and he was just like, nah, I'm going to loosen this motherfucker. We're going to make some magic.
It's like that gif of Bill Nye taking his bow tie off and just throwing it back. He's like, yep, that's Grant.
Grant Nye, Grant Nye, the science guy.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, yeah.
Grant Nye, the future bass guy.
Hell yeah. I love the production on the track and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
The vocal work was really well done. Everything just melded together really well. Even Jazz agrees. She's like, "Get me out of this cage
Let me listen to it again.
right now."
But the music video was pretty cool too. Like it had like the black and white, like museum looking stuff happening, like really digitalized, like almost Windows 95 art style kind of feel to it. And then it just exploded into colors. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
We have had a love-hate relationship with Windows 95.
Apparently.
I mean, I think we've like talked about it more than a couple times on the show before in the past.
Yeah, we even had dial-up internet, which pretty much goes hand in hand with it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that shit. I'm glad this shit's not dial-up though. Stream it right to your phones.
Shit, now you're gonna start getting all those AOL free 45-hour discs in the mail because we're talking about them. Dial-up internet.
Do not miss those days. I mean, I miss the times, but I do not miss those days with how you had to do all that shit.
You had to get off the phone just to use the internet.
By the way, this shit, all this is available right now on like Spotify and iTunes and all that shit. So go download it right now, listen to it, come back and listen to us. We're gonna keep talking about this while you do it.
Yep.
So let's move on to Slumberjack, which, dude, there's not enough good things to say about Slumberjack, and I know you have nothing but excellent things to say about
The
Slumberjack.
whole Sarawak EP was just phenomenal. Like I can't rate that album enough. Every single track has something different and unique to bring to the scene, while all being cohesive to where it's like very internationally like primitive culture, kind of feel to everything with the sound quality.
Right. And this is kind of a like a meld between trap, like break style, like future bass. This has kind of like a little bit of everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the name of the track is Closure.
That very oriental.
I love the drop. It's cool to hear electronic, but then almost seemingly traditional sounding instrumentation, like percussively, string wise in the back there, which really speaks to the rest of how that EP was, dude.
Yeah, like that was a good tie to the end, but everything in between the beginning and that was just, yeah.
Such a great listen. I'd love to see them live.
I mean, they've been coming around close to here, but not like within driving distance.
Bring your ass down to Houston or New Orleans or fucking somewhere that we can drive to see you.
Before we Sarawak your ass.
Can always drive out to Atlanta again. Go see all the let's go see all the lawyer billboards and shit again.
Yeah. Let's see if they changed it up. Oh, nope, they haven't.
Have you been Sarawak'd? Do you need a lawyer?
Call Gordon McKernan.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Not really, but fuck the melon. Anyway. Slumberjack. Fucking check him out.
The whole EP.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Faint, which I hadn't heard anything in a while. So this, to me, was a pleasant surprise.
D&B, like, it's hit or miss a lot for me. Like, there's only specific artists that I really enjoy hearing them release from that genre. Faint has, I don't know, it's just hard for me to get into Faint as much as most people do. Just kind of my thing.
Yeah. I mean, I like the track a lot, though. It
It's
was
listenable, I will give it that, but yeah, it's not stand out for me.
called Drifters. I like the vocalist on this one. Was it Elizaveta?
Elizaveta.
Yeah. I really like her work on this. She's got that real, like, kind of spacey, dreamy vibe going on.
That drifting vibe.
Exactly. Drifting through space.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they bumped into Half an Orange up there.
Probably. They almost gave up.
I really like the drop on this, honestly, man. I'm one of those weird people that likes that mix of kind of heavy but real like very melodic and shit like that.
It's a very clean production. I will say that too.
Oh, absolutely it is. And like I said, I think it's probably one of his better tracks that I've heard in a long time. And that's just me. But
well, yeah, compared to a lot of I'm trying to think of like Hunted and stuff like that. And yeah, this was a little bit step up from that.
yeah, Faint. It's from the UK. He says it in his Twitter handle.
Yeah, Faint ook.
Faintuk.
Faintuken.
Gonna knock your ass.
Faintly. Like you faint.
Listen to his music and faint into sleep and just drift away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now here's another artist, Rogue.
He can do no wrong.
He can do no rogue.
No rogue.
Yeah, I was really shocked the very first time I heard a Rogue track on Instinct forever ago.
Fortress.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy shit.
He has a softer side.
Yeah, because Rogue is kind of one of the... whenever I say like OG Monstercat, I mean anywhere probably from like 2011 to 2013, 14, maybe.
Well, I mean, he was introducing what everybody deems as kitchen step because he had that very like hand pans on spoons kind of noise.
Dove
ding,
step.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dove step.
Stove step.
Stove step.
Stove step.
Go clean your clock.
But yeah, he was really big into that unique trap sound with his stuff, and then he brought on the Instinct side, which was really just a drastic change.
Yeah, and this is a nice little indie dance track. It's called.
He's got a lot for us.
Let's go swimming in the oceans. You can't see it,
But he's doggy paddling.
I am doggy paddling like a motherfucker.
Because his music's so thick with two C's.
Thick. S-E-A.
The drop is so great.
Yes, it is. I am shoving my headphones into my ears just for that bass. God, it's so good. I'm a stickler for drums, guys. So anytime I hear good, clean drum production, percussion, anything like that, I am all about it. And I love the tone of the snare that they used on, or that he used on this, and the heaviness of the bass, the kick drum. But everything else is just amps it by 1,000 for me.
See, another artist with good vocal work by his own self, because Conroe and them, they know like music like the back of their hand. Like that's how good they are. And Rogue just nails every fucking song he does with his vocals along with everything else.
Yeah, and you just remind me, like I want to take this opportunity to point out to a lot of people out there that think DJs or electronic music producers, like that their songwriting is push a button. It's so easy to write. No, it's fucking
not. Even
not.
Close.
Like these guys, most of these guys, if not all of them, play their own fucking instruments and are probably some of the most talented musicians you'll ever come across, honestly. Because there's a lot of thought that goes into like arranging this shit.
If you really follow their handles, like on Instagram, they'll have videos of them like, okay, this is my new track. What do you guys think? And they're actually playing stuff that they make themselves, rather than just hitting a button. Oh, look here, listen to this.
Exactly. That's all I have to say about it, just because I don't feel that should be up for debate, honestly. I feel like it's an art form just like any other kind of music that gets made. Talent, hard work, lots of tears, lots of sweat, lots of long hours goes into making this shit.
It's an ocean of emotion.
Exactly. Shall we drift off to Eden and go hang out with our boy AU5?
God damn, yes.
Look, AU5 is yet another OG Monstercat dude who surprised everybody when he came back out onto the Instinct label, because it's not that we didn't know he had it in him, but we didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah, and he came back on both sides, with a few songs, but this song, it's a step up mainly because he's normally that real like slow like dubstep kind of sound with his like growls and stuff like that. This song was just like more dance rhythm.
Yeah, it's like electro house pretty much. And featuring vocalist Danica Nadeau on here,
who is an OG vocalist on the label.
Yes. Like chances are if you've listened to what was it, Tut Tut Child?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So say if you listen to Tut Tut Child, who we both miss very much.
Definitely.
Though, go back and you listen to her do guest vocals on his stuff and a few other artists, and yeah, but we'll let the music speak for itself. This is Eden. God, it's so fun.
That's the one thing about AU5 I love is just those like guttural growls and
all the scoops, like
Yeah.
This part of you guys out there, I'm a weirdo. I hear music and I think of the most random ass shit. This makes me think about what it would be like to be inside of a fucking pinball machine.
It sounds like it.
Like seriously, and it's all the sounds happening. It's just chaotic in a way, but it's so very beautifully crafted.
Was it the electric company with the pinball intro?
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's what it reminds me of. Just go to VII. Just on like 10 times fast forward.
I don't know, man, but that's what it makes me feel like, and it's absolutely one of my favorites on this mix.
Yeah, it's definitely my top 3.
Now, let's move on to a gentleman who we don't dislike. We just wished that a lot of his shit was like this. And we're talking about Dion Timmer because we feel like while he's good at what he does, there could be so much more. And I think this is a step in the right direction.
I mean, with his first 2 tracks, Panic and I think it was Lost, if I'm not mistaken. Those 2 really set the standard a little bit, and then it just kind of tapered downward, and I'm just like so just distant from his sound up until this point. This song, again, like AU5, just increased the beat and the rhythm and just made it sound so like upbeat and just like euphoric almost.
Do you think it may be like, because I've done this before too, like I'm absolutely guilty of it if he or anybody else that is on this roster is listening. Sometimes I would tend to get kind of nervous or shy and just stick to my comfort zone. Do you think that might be a case of what was happening, or?
I mean, it could be, but at the same time, he was, I don't know, maybe afraid to really anger the fans, I guess, maybe because they're so used to that. Oh, Dion Timmer, like just him appearing is enough for them to be like, okay, we'll keep listening to him.
That's
no
true.
matter the quality of the song itself. I think another part of it maybe could be just the fact that he just doesn't want to upset people.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, and I mean, not to get too off track, but I mean, that situation kind of happened with Getter, and that really disappointed me. How people just kind of shit all over him for trying something different that he wanted to do. I mean, like, none of these guys owe you anything, honestly.
right.
So it's
Now, like I said, nothing wrong with the guy's production value. He is a really good and talented person. I will give him that much. I'm just a very particular sound when it comes to my taste in music. So I expect more, but I don't dismiss the person saying that they're horrible.
yeah, for sure.
So
The song is called Internet Boy, and it features Micah Martin. Strong vocalist.
I love Micah so goddamn much.
Oh, yeah.
When it was Slander and Keizo did Holy, I fucking love that song too.
Now, what drew me to this one was that this is full-blown trance in 2019, dude. And people out there that have listened have heard us speak about electronic music quite often on this show because it's one of our favorite things to listen to. But goddamn, when I say that I got into electronic music, it was because of the trance genre, because of Tiesto and like Paul Oakenfold, Paul Van Dyke. A lot of people that were coming out of the mid to late 90s, early 2000s. That's what really like drug me into the EDM scene. And to hear a trance song like this in 2019 is just very like uplifting, and knowing that certain genres have not completely died off yet.
Yeah, because there's a couple artists coming back with the genre, and it's actually really rewarding to see it on the label.
Yes. But for real though, Dion Timmer did a fucking outstanding job on this track. I really liked it a lot. It was a very it was a curveball for me.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking knocked it right out of the park. So excellent fucking job on this song, man.
Yep, I agree.
Shall we move on to I don't want to mispronounce this name and sound like a dumb fuck.
Bracken.
Thanks. Thanks for being there.
Frickin' Bracken.
Thank you for being a friend.
Dun, 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 dun.
What if somebody would sample Golden Girls and put it like in a song?
Sounds
Like
like my
this.
next project.
Please do it. So many.
Dun, 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 dun. Thank you for being.
Fucking hell. Okay. The song is called Wherever You Go by Bracken. It's kind of bouncy. And I'm trying to think about what it reminds me of, because like there's something in the melody that reminds me of a song that I heard in the early 2000s, and I can't remember the name of it, but I remember like the notes that were used in the melody, and that's where my brain went. And I feel dumb having not remembered it.
I'm just going to throw it out there. This is the most boring song on the whole album.
Ouch.
I'm nothing against the artist person. Like I said, I know I'm very harsh with this, but it does nothing for me. Like I can literally skip this song like without an issue.
I hate to be that way too, but it's true. And just like,
I feel like he's stuck in 2012, 2013. Like he's still not gotten over the fact that, okay, things change. You know, there's taste in music that change. You don't just make the same thing you made 3 or 4 years ago and expect it to work to now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a small percentage of people that agree and actually like that style and stay, consistent with it. But you have a larger audience to attend to, and it's like they want something a little more diverse than what you've already made.
Yeah.
And some people, I mean, like Dion Timmer, he was so stuck with that same style, that consistent style, and he finally broke away and was like, damn, where was this hiding for so fucking long?
Yeah, right?
And then in the opposite end, like Bracken, just I don't see the hype behind him, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
I really don't.
Word,
So-
bitch. Phantom's like a motherfucker.
But yeah, that's just nothing against the artist. I know he's a talented person, but just it's not for me.
Yeah, same. And
So.
like we said, yeah, definitely talented, but that did really nothing for me either.
Yeah.
All right, so let's come back to Grant because, like we said, some of these artists have more than one appearance on this compilation. And Grant is one of those artists. So it's
We're winding up. We're gearing up in the background.
yeah. So
ready for
crank
this.
that. Don't crank Soulja Boy.
Crank that volume.
Crank that volume. And this one is featuring, was it McCall? Great fucking feature on this album. This song's called, or album. Yeah, this album. This song is called Wishes.
Just blew out your ear hole for a second.
This is the one that I was telling you that McCall reminds me, like the vocal and patterning reminds me of Imogen Heap so much, and it's that airy vocal,
Ethereal, yeah.
Yes, and I'm a fucking huge sucker for shit like that because Imogen Heap is one of my biggest musical influences, modernly speaking. She's very talented, like elsewhere, but I mean, like vocally speaking, yeah, this is where that took me, and then the production of the music behind it was just fucking number one for me.
It was such a big build up to it too, because it was such an ambient, slow paced song. The vocals were building up with it, and then he just drops his normal, future based production on there, and it was just so fantastic.
Absolutely. Grant is one of those artists like you can't really go wrong with, honestly. Go wrong with it.
You can't take it for granted.
Yeah. But I really like that one a lot. It was hard to pick between the two of those, of which I liked more, but I think I kind of leaned towards this one because of the vocalist. So
You notice the name of the song is called Wishes, and his name's Grant. He's granting
wishes. Is he a genie?
He must be.
He's a genius.
Call me Genie.
Call me genie.
Where were you in Aladdin, sir?
He was in a different. Sorry, this genie was in another lamp.
There you go.
It's like Mario Brothers. This princess is in another castle. This genie was in another lamp, and that lamp is Monstercat Instinct. same color, golden. Fucking rub that shit, get your whiskers granted.
Who dare disturb my slumber?
Who dare disturb my slumberjack?
Yeah.
Let's move on and talk about our boys in Half an Orange. I don't have enough good things to say about these two.
They're, again, just consistently just good or getting better with every track.
And they absolutely deserve every bit of the success that they've gotten so far. Just fuck, man. Like the first two songs I heard by them last year or earlier this year was just perfection personified for me.
Mm-hmm.
This one is called Given Up.
I know some days we all cry, we break down, yeah, we lose our minds, let it go sometimes, got to let it go sometimes. I know some days we all cry.
I love the lyrics, love the vocal work, composition.
It's definitely one of those songs that hits you on a different emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
Because on my Instagram, I actually posted a picture of them with those lyrics in there, and it actually like, no matter what, don't give up, basically.
Yeah. And that's another thing, too. They have really good lyrics behind their songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, no pun intended this time, but that's what makes Half an Orange so appealing.
I vitamin C what you did there.
Aha! Thank you, sir. That's good old indie pop, though, man. It's nice seeing such a diverse amount of like styles here so far, and we're only fucking 12 songs in.
Holy shit!
I know. Let's talk about some nonsense.
Really? Nonsense?
Nonsense.
Oh, you mean the artist? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, the artist.
Not the normal shit we do. Just
No,
talk about nonsense.
no. I want to talk about Heroes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I never heard Nonsense before, like at
Not
all.
not before this song.
Yeah, so this was a brand new introduction for me.
Mm-hmm.
The song's called Heroes.
Yeah. Do you hear this song?
That's it. Yeah. Can you hear it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's a good trap song.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was. How do I put it? It wasn't what I was expecting, like at all.
I think the vocals made it a little bit better.
Yeah, because if it was an instrumental track, I don't know that it would be as like
As punchy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do dig the production on it. It's got like a little bit of a dirty quality to it.
Yep.
I don't like a lot of my production mixes extremely clean. I think it just depends on the style of music that calls for it. But this definitely does call for it. It was a different style of like trap that I'm used to listening to. So more straightforward, not as like heavy, you know.
Right. I mean, it had this like edginess to it, but it wasn't so obvious. Like it was a subtle edge,
Right.
basically.
So yeah, I mean, I like it. It's definitely something to listen to like on this album, but like I don't know. It just like I said, it was different, and it is what it is. So.
Like you said, you can definitely enjoy the song here and there. Just,
Yeah.
it's not a standout.
Yeah, for sure. So let's go take a trip back, guys. We actually covered the Head of NASA EP on this exact same series. I think the last time we did this actually was that album.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the Boys of Infected Mushroom, featuring Tuna and Awa, and with a nice trance track, Lost in Space.
I know it's like deja vu for y'all, but
Hey, if this is their first time hearing it, listen.
you know, if we repeat tracks on our podcast, that it's worth listening to.
Exactly. This is one of those songs, and this is one of those artists, which this song actually, whenever we fucking listened to this one, dude, I was blown the fuck away because it was not what I was expecting in the best fucking way possible.
A lot of people didn't really care for the Hebrew rap, vocals, but that was probably my favorite part because it stands out so damn much, and it makes me want to listen to the song even more.
Oh man, If y'all, if you listen to our Carrie Needs interview, I was telling Cody earlier, I think this is what the Amish vampires in space are listening to.
True.
Straight up. There's really not much more we can say about this song, like that we haven't already said before. So if you want to hear like a full blown review of that album by Infected Mushroom, go back and check out the For Your Reviewing Pleasure 6. And check that
The
shit
whole
out.
album.
Yeah, the whole fucking thing. It's like 7 songs. But every damn minute is worth it.
Definitely.
Let's move forward, sir. Let's go to Trifecta with Monica Santucci.
See, I like Trifecta. I really do. This song didn't really stand out as much as I was hoping it was going to. It had some good qualities to it, but it's just... Ever since I heard Falling with Wooly, his drop on that song just stands out above every song that I've heard from him. I mean, even with like, what was that Glitch Hop song I used to listen to all the time by him? I can't remember the name of it, but it was like years ago when it first came out. That song stood out so much that I kept repeating it and repeating it. That song, Falling, came out. I love that drop. This one, I'm just kind of, I wish there was more to it.
The song is called Tornado. This is the one I told you reminded me, like the keyboards in the that part. That reminds me of Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah, and I think that was the only thing that kept me and you interested in the song too.
Yeah, because I like real spacey, epic sounding shit like that. So that's, yeah.
I'm just not a fan of the vocals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not either, honestly. Like, the music is what has actually, like, got me focused on this song in particular. It's not a terrible track, but, you know, maybe could have been a little more done with it.
Kind of tweak the vocals just a little bit on the lower side. Not so, like, no.
What was that? Okay.
Like, I that's all I can tell from when I hear her sing.
Oh.
Like a
Like a potato.
yeah, like a clamato.
God damn it.
Pop the cap and you just see it swig.
It's
Yeah,
just so fucking gross.
it is.
But, yeah. Clamato. Clamato.
I mean, Tornado by Trifecta.
If you want to hear more about Clamato, go listen to our Friends of the Wrong Company podcast. Jeff and Casey will be like happy as shit to talk about Clamato for you. Just saying.
You're welcome.
Let's move on, sir. Let's check out Bishu's track.
Bishu might.
Bishu. You gonna listen to this song?
Bishu might.
The song is called Control. And it features Angeli. Angeli. Why don't we just listen to it? It's just time to shut up and listen. The melody's like a little bit all over the place for me.
I can dig it though.
Oh, I dig it. I'm just saying it's like, it was one of those songs that it took me like about 2 or 3 listens to really be like, okay, I see what you're doing right now. I see what you're throwing down and I'm picking it up.
When I heard Ritual for the first time, that was probably the one song that stood out for me with Bishu. And then this duo came out, and it's corny to say. I'm gonna mention it on the next song whenever it pops up, but just these 2 songs seem too like typical hip hop corny trap like feels to it. But for some damn reason, I can bob my head to both of them. Not so much this one, but the other one definitely.
Give me something with a beat. Drop the beat. Let me nod my head.
Get in control.
You want to go on a voyage?
Do I?
Fuck yeah. Rootkit. Drop this motherfucker.
Every time the drop hits, I get chills.
Those nuances remind me of Daft Punk's Homework album so fucking much. And that's why I was just like, oh my God.
Beautifully crafted warbles just really get it going.
We just mentioned Daft Punk, talking about him. The song's called Voyage. I wonder if he went on a discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever he went on a voyage and had a discovery.
They probably discovered him and brought him back down, yeah.
He did his homework, sir. I love this
He
fucking
brought
song.
the funk.
Yeah, he did. I fucking love this song. It's a good house track, man, and just good production all around. Very entertaining. Like, it keeps my attention throughout the whole thing.
The vocals actually complemented so well, too. Like, it's not so overbearing, but it's not so, like, underappreciated to where all you hear is the song itself. They just work so well together and bring out everything good about this song.
Yeah, neither one of them overtakes the other one, and it's a good balance, and it's fine finding a balance like that. It's always a good thing.
Which is why Rookid's been one of my faves for years.
Fuck yeah, keep on doing your thing, man. Fucking love it. Now let's move on to an artist that whenever you showed to me last year, I think it was last year, it had to have been last year.
Yeah, Welcome to London.
Yeah, Cloud None. Okay. This has been one of the best things that I've come across in some time. I like this stuff. I like it a lot.
It was a lot. Cloud None is basically what I deem the, okay, I can deal with no Fiji Ouija or Direct until they come back. Like, he was a good chill-out artist.
He still is a good chill-out artist.
Yeah.
The song is called Blue to Blue. I dig the actual like grand piano shit going on.
He's always got some stellar tracks. I mean, even from the beginning.
Just the breaks, kind of break beats in there.
You can put like all of his music on one continuous flow and just a long, hour drive maybe.
Oh yeah.
You probably just lose track of everything.
And that's, like I said before, that's the best kind of way to listen to music is when you get just so kind of engrossed in it, you don't really recognize that by the time your trip is over, you're like, oh, wow, I got here. What the fuck happened to my music?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like this a lot. Cloud None has been just a really good addition to the label.
At least on the Instinct side, for sure.
Absolutely. I'm kind of curious to see if he could do anything like a little heavier, actually.
I mean, we shall see in the coming months.
Mm-hmm.
So,
let's talk about some Doomu.
Which, that's a surprising artist for me, because I wasn't a big fan of, I can't remember the album name, but it was Illuminate, and there was a couple other tracks that they released. I know what they were going... Whoa. Okay, don't talk about Doomu.
Don't talk about Doomu. They're going to drop the bass right in their fucking headphones.
I see what they were going with the sound quality. Like, it was Illuminate was so chill, just so calm and just so relaxing. And then as progression came out with each new track, it steadily, they grew on me. And then Forward hit. Forward has been my favorite track by Doomu, like, ever. It's such an emotional song to listen to be honest with you.
Yeah. And
then this song came out, You Say, and I was, thoroughly enjoying this song. I really like listening to it. Pauline Air, I mean, I loved her in Ghosted with Tales, and she does a very lighthearted version of her vocals in this song, and it's really beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And the song is called You Say.
You say you want me, but then you go and do
It's very tropical-ish.
Yeah, actually it is. I was sitting here trying to think about like what the fuck it reminded me of, and that's a very good description.
It's like a color-distorted beach.
Let's play Mario Sunshine with this.
A lot of memories.
Exactly. But I love how laid back it is. I like that it's a very easy listen. It's an extremely easy listen, and
I mean, that's pretty much all of Dumu's tracks, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it's like this one especially is, and I think it's the vocal feature that does it for me because, like I said before, that's everything to me. Like hearing like really good vocal mixed with good production, and these two just work really well together.
Oh, definitely.
Let's go on to a couple of people that, in my opinion, can really do no harm, especially when they're paired together. Except this time, there's a third edition that's different than the other one that we'll get to later.
Yeah.
Direct, Kilobyte, and Matt Van. did a song called One Less Star. Now, you could listen to a lot of our music-based podcasts, and we'll tell you how much we love Matt Van. We'll tell you how much Matt Van kicks so much ass. We'll tell you how much Matt Van is a fucking beast-ass vocalist, and we don't believe the man can do any wrong.
I mean, he literally can just touch your heart with his voice.
Yep.
Like, that's how good he is.
Directly.
He drops a van into your heart.
Exactly. Directly into your heart.
Yeah.
Kilobyte.
Just there.
Yeah, but for great purpose. Like this is a really good collaboration between these three. I fucking loved it so much.
We fell in love, we had our fun. You always had enough dreams for both of us.
If you can't have your heart melt to his vocals, you're just
Get the fuck out.
yeah, you don't belong here. Start crying, damn it.
Dude, Matt Van, like no bullshit, like hearing those I like how he has like the woes and like stuff like that in his vocals and shit. Would be a great pop punk front man.
He would.
Like abso-fucking-lutely would murder it as a pop funk front man. Or like that kind of music. But the man lyrically is wonderful, musically wonderful, great guitar player.
A lot of his like solo work is just fantastic too. Like I can't praise this man enough, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. And a fucking phenomenal job on Direct and Kilobyte for the production of the music in the back too.
Which
like
I mean again, Direct, when does he do anything bad?
exactly.
Not at all.
And interesting to have Kilobyte on this too, man. That was a good surprise.
Gave it a little bit of a punch towards
Yeah.
the end.
And then moving on from that, 7 Minutes Dead. This was a really shocking release for me because I've only ever been used to like the EP work that he had done
With Stephen Walken, Orbiter, yeah, which is fun fact, he was half of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just released 3 tracks with him and then just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about oh god.
You're talking about the
Variant.
Variant.
Yes.
Ah, yeah. I introduced you to that one.
Yeah. I actually went and bought 7 Minute Dead's I bought his other album too that he had done. I fucking love it. It's pretty much like what I would consider a lot of like French house influence, a lot of Discovery Daft Punk style influence, but especially on Orbiter. Orbiter was one of those projects that just fucking killed it. It just 3 songs, it just murdered the shit out of it.
I mean, if you want Daft Punk, this is the closest you'll get to Daft Punk, basically.
Yeah. But this was a really cool, like, new disco style track because we haven't had like new disco on the label. Fuck, how long now? It's been a while.
They pretty much eliminated the whole genre, to be honest with you, besides like Conroe here and there.
Yeah, and with MC, the vocalist on this one, it's called Without You. Reminds me like of those Vocaloid shit.
It's very like Oriental, Asian, like I feel like I'm in Korea.
Bruh, I'm about it, yo. I'm about it, yo.
Like I can see 7 Minutes Dead doing like a lot of K-pop,
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
to be honest with you.
Hell
I like the album art too, because it was very it's not anime per se, but it's more mixture of the traditional Japanese art style with like anime looking character.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Dude, it'd be cool to have like a 7 Minutes Dead Tokyo Machine collab.
I'm waiting for it
Yeah, we've been waiting for it, man. Come on,
for 7 years.
bitch. Gonna wait on it for 7 minutes.
And then 7 minutes pass. Where is it?
Where is it? Someone knows where he is. I fucking love that song, though. Production's great. Vocals are great.
It's just so cute.
Just do it.
It's such a cutesy little track, too. Just
Yeah,
her
it is.
vocals are so great.
Fuck yeah. Let's move on to Mazar and Run with Where Do We Go? This was a really cool track. I remember when it first came out, and I'd never heard of Mazar. I'd never heard of Run, and I immediately liked the two of them together. I'm a really big fan of kind of this melodic D&B and kind of drum step aspect, and I just somebody's driving by. And
They're running away.
They're running away. Don't run away! Drive back here. We have more to talk about.
Yeah, we're only halfway done.
Oh, we're halfway there.
Mazaire!
Living on my Zare. Motherfucker. Any fucking way.
Take my track and play it, I swear.
Okay.
Wherever you go, right here, need you the most.
Actually, I love this.
Where do we go from here?
I will dance my ass off to this song. I will drive fast in my car
Where will you go?
to your house.
Okay.
Like I did
Right
today.
through the freaking window. I'm here
I'm here. Where do we go now?
to the podcast.
To the podcast, yes. No, fucking excellent job. I just recently started following Run, which is at Watch Me Run on social media. Watch Me Run.
Call me Grant, watch me run.
Call me Grant, watch me run right through your fucking front door. No, I love her vocally. Just great fucking artist. Really strong opening for Monstercat with Mazar coming in and just fucking kicking you in the balls.
Bringing some good old D&B.
Yeah, and I love D&B. Like I know it. I mean, I'm kind of picky with it myself, but I really like the melodic aspect of this song, and I think that's really what drives it home because it's got that that late '90s kind of early 2000s kind of.
I was about
melody.
to say, it brings like a retro vibe to me because like the older days of Monstercat, in a good way compared to, you know, what I said earlier. They bring that sound of like, this is, you know, back in the day when I first listened to Monstercat, what D&B sounded like, and it actually was pretty good back then too. So
Fuck yeah. Great fucking job. Oh, this is actually really funny. If you look at the last two songs. It's, without you, then where do we go? Home.
yeah,
Where do I go without you? Home.
by Vice Tone.
That's it, man. Good old house track. Let's listen to it.
I love that guitar.
Fuck yeah.
And this soft.
Blue skies, clarity, the vision of your mind is inspiring.
You didn't expect that, did you?
No. You were expecting this like bouncy house track, and it's like, oh.
It's very calm. See, this is that old school house that I'm talking about. That just I like very minimal house music. I don't know. I think I'm all over the place as far as like the styles that I like and what I like about them. And it might be the mood, but I've always liked really minimalistic sounding like house music because you don't need a lot of flair, you don't need a lot of flash. Just give me a good fucking beat and a good like melody and
Good
maybe
aura.
yeah, just give me something to just kind of lose myself in. It doesn't have to be overly elaborate. And this is a perfect fucking example of that.
The more I listen to both these tracks, The Fences and Home, the more I'm kind of leaning more towards Home as my favorite of the two.
Swing for the fences,
Yeah.
go home.
I don't know, like, Fences seems too traditional, like, mainstream poppy sounding, and Home actually feels more, like, within, like, more personal.
I could see that,
So,
but I definitely like both of them.
yeah.
Like, for
I do
damn
too,
sure.
But I like Home a little bit more.
You want to revisit Slumberjack?
Yeah, because where do we go without you? We go home to play hide and seek. Which, one of the better tracks on the album, featuring Claire Ridgely. Is that how you say it? Ridgely, yes.
Yeah, you said it right.
The only thing, I remember we talked about this album, I think, at one point. The only problem I had with this song was it sounded too common compared to a lot of the rest of the songs, but they did a good job to make it sound unique in a way.
Like their own style, like they put their own spin on the sound. I like the vocalist.
I was going to say, she has really good vocals. And this whole part is just fantastic.
You're not the one that I look for. When I close my eyes, I'm playing hide and seek aloud. With no one else to find.
It's good shit. That's just pristine, just good shit.
I swear, every time I hear any of those songs, I just picture them with a baseball bat to my nuts. Like, here you go. You like that? Here you go. It's like, God damn, this feels so good.
Whack. Ouch.
Yeah. But that's a good thing though. Like you don't get many albums or songs that hit that hard, like to where it's like, God damn, this hurts, but it feels so good.
Give me more.
Give me more pain.
I need that motivation.
Oh, we're going to Ailbon.
Oh, we are? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We're motivated now
Yeah. So
to not get his.
exactly. So this has Chris Kiss and Rude Lies on it.
Which surprisingly, I'm actually enjoying this track out of his collection because I'm not a big Ailbon fan, to be honest.
Did this to win you over.
Yeah.
Did this to win you over,
It
damn it.
motivated me.
That funk bass, man.
No.
Fucking hell yes.
The bass just saves everything.
This has a 70s feel to it, dude. Like straight up.
Motivation.
More buffets, son. I'm hungry.
Obligation.
I love it. More buffets, son. I'm hungry as
Yeah.
fuck.
That's anybody's motivation right there is more food.
Telling you. We didn't post that fucking cat picture for nothing on our Instagram.
Fuck, we're triggered now. We're not triggered, we're tiggered.
Yes. Wonderful thing.
This food.
Motivation. That's a really good track, though, dude. It's absolutely a great modern callback to the 70s, and you can totally hear it with the guitar, the bass, even the four on the floor drums, and just yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do it. Let's talk about DeCero and Josh Smith. Like that.
The look on your face. Imagine, if you will, watching him push the button. He just literally stares off like the fire in the background. Yep, this is fine.
This is fine.
He's not real particular with this one.
No, I mean, and again, I don't like being that way, but it just doesn't really do much for me, honestly. And that's, again, not to shit all over like someone's work and everything, which, because I know there are people out there that really like this song a lot, but just in my opinion, I really don't. It just didn't capture me the way a lot of these other ones do.
I mean, like it's an okay track. It's not the worst.
Yeah, I'm not
okay.
saying it's the absolute fucking, like, it's not the shits or anything, but I mean, it's you know,
Why you gotta be like that?
like that.
Dad.
Really, like, random ass dance hall
Yeah, a little bit.
to have on here, like the dance hall pop. Put this on here. It's like, okay, cool. I haven't had this genre in a while. Put
Kind
this
of
on.
like, shift a little bit and wiggle. Just a little bit.
Yeah, this is like a dance in your chair
Mm-hmm.
thing, like just like at your office, like sitting there, something comes on the radio. You can't really get up and dance. You just kind of like, wiggle your ass and move
Why
around in
you
your
gotta
chair.
swivel like that?
Swivel like
Okay, so
that. It's time to get down to
okay,
business.
hold on. Before we say anything about these two, hold on to yourself, because you may break down and just like, oh my god, I'm in love with this shit.
The return of
My boy.
our boy. God damn it, we haven't heard anything from him since the Lost album, and that wasn't even on Monstercat. That was just like an independent release. 2018.
Something like that.
Yeah, so Mr. Fiji Ouija has made a triumphant return, and I say triumphant, I stress triumphant, I fucking mean triumphant return to this label with a great single and featuring Matt Van on here.
Him alone is great. Having Matt Van just blows everybody else away. Like, one of the top three with me.
Is it enough for you?
It is.
It was never my intention, but I should have known better than to fall in love.
Cry now.
I've learned my lesson, so I'll serve my sentence, but is that enough?
Cry again.
Is that enough?
You better be on the floor, sobbing. I don't hear enough tears.
Right? It's not enough tears. I really don't know anybody that can produce a track the way Fiji Ouija can produce a track, dude.
He has such a unique style with his vocal chopping.
Right there. I love it, man. And any time that he does a track with Matt Van, it's fucking gold. And a matter of fact, Matt Van was a prominent artist on that other album.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Van and Direct and Fiji Ouija have worked together a few times before.
And it's just like one beautiful thing after another, honestly.
Yeah, and it was cool because we got Matt Van working with Direct by himself a little bit earlier. Well, I mean, with Kilobyte, obviously, but then you come back here, it's Matt and Fiji Ouija together on a track doing what they do best, which is making you feel all the feelings when you don't really want to be in your feelings.
You could be having the most beautiful, perfect day ever, and it's just you hear that song, and it's like, oh my God, I don't know I can feel this way. Everything just starts flooding in.
Fucking beautifully written, beautifully composed. It was absolutely worth the wait because we both were sitting here like, when the fuck is Fiji Ouija going to drop something? And holy shit.
And then a paper bag hit. There he is.
Will that be paper or plastic, sir? What the fuck do you think?
Just looking at that trollish face. Just
Blank ass face.
paper.
Papers, please. Yeah, I like this one a lot, man. It's a beautiful song. And you know what? They did this shit on purpose, dude. They did this shit on purpose, and you cannot convince me otherwise. When we talked about the sequencing on this track, you get this song, and then we get Madoka's Poor Surgeon.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yet another surprise on the chill side.
yeah, I'd never heard of him before this either.
Just makes you just feel just, oh my God. It's like, oh man.
Lots of bass though.
It's like moody hip hop.
It almost has like a almost has kind of like a Lil Peep vibe going to it as far as like that underneath production.
Yeah.
I love the lyrics. I love the lyrics on Not Enough too, or Enough, but like that 1-2 punch of Enough and then Poor Surgeon. Poor Surgeon's a fucking brilliant song.
Enough poor surgeons. We need to get them rich again.
Fix our broken heart. Just fucking do it.
They can't fix them. They're too poor.
Damn it. But you know, those two songs are fucking fantastic. Can we talk about the fact that they knew what they did once more? Because what better way? You can hear them snoring, the dogs. Y'all better wake the fuck up because we're about to play your favorite artist and ours, okay?
No, there's one more.
Is there one more?
Yeah, Desert Star.
Oh, fuck. I'm a dumbass. Well, then we'll come back to... We'll keep snoring.
Yeah.
I love that. Wait, what? There's cookies? Like, no. Go back to sleep. Go back to... Fucker. Went right back to sleep. Okay.
On cue.
Yeah, my fucking bad. But I will say that like the song after this one is definitely like they know what they were doing. Let's talk about Desert Star's Foreign Land because Jesus Christ, dude, when's the last time we had synth pop on this fucking channel?
Not often at all.
Exactly.
Not even close.
No, and it's just the greatest gift that you guys on the Instinct label at Monstercat could have given us. Just shut the fuck up and play it, or I don't know.
Yeah, let's go to that Foreign Land.
But I still hold on to you, hold on to me, hold on to something I can't see. When you
Why did you grab the saltine crackers?
It said to hold on and hold on to something.
So you grabbed the crackers?
It's the closest thing.
Oh my God. You salty bitch.
That's right. That's me. It me. Let's talk about those drum fills, man. God,
Just so happy.
it really is.
I feel happy being in the foreign place.
good. Well, okay. I guess this could tie in where it's like they knew what they were doing, and they're like, we need some happy shit to lift you back up after the 1-2 punch of Enough and Poor Surgeon. Let's give you guys fucking
Wake up.
Let's give you guys Desert Star's Foreign Land. What a great track, man.
Yeah.
And then it's cool because I've actually discovered a lot of new artists because of this compilation, and actually because of the release schedule from what was it like 2 months ago coming up to this one, like 2-3 months ago. Yeah, so fucking A. I missed synth pop being on the label. It was cool to hear this happen. I'm a big fan of the production on here. It's everything that you love about the 80s and more. Wake
Okay,
up!
come on. It's not that boring.
Wake up! We're not that boring.
No, the music's not.
No. Fuck no. Damn it.
They went to snore in a foreign land.
Well, I'm trying to wake them up because now we're okay. We're gonna talk about your favorite artist now, and ours,
Little Hank.
dude. Okay,
Maybe they're in their happy place right now.
now I'm gonna say it because we said it the last time. Now, and he's even tweeted it out himself. He's like, it's an actual human producer, goddammit. But I still want to disappear into the belief that this little Pomeranian has opposable thumbs and can operate a fucking Pioneer like board for like whatever the fuck he wants to do.
It's like the Secret Life of Pets.
It really fucking is, dude. It's
But it's just starring Hank. Like, only Hank. That's all we need.
if you ever wanted a doggo to steal your girl, this is the doggo for you.
Even if you don't want him to, he's going to anyway.
Yeah.
So tough shit.
Exactly. So the cool thing about the Lil Hank releases, every one of them, is that he donates to charity for like the money that comes in from these.
Donates to the local animal shelter out there in
California,
California,
like Northern
yes.
California, and it's a great cause. So like you're legit watching this cute fucking doggo drop some serious beats, and you're helping
steal your girl.
steal your girl, give him your money, give him your fucking girl, and submit to a good cause and enjoy yourself.
Definitely.
This one is called Hank's Happy Place, and I have the biggest like hurt my cheek smile on my face every fucking time I hear this
The
song.
definite shit-eating grin.
Wait for the puppy dog bark. Yes! It's so fucking cute! I love the little, when they played this on Instinct and the little background popped up, fucking loved it.
You just see his like smug little face. Just, hey.
I love the rosy I love the rosy cheeks on his face too.
It was
And-
it was interesting, the little bouncing noise. Like the brrrr.
Yeah.
I feel like I was playing like Sonic or something. For like, brrrr.
I think what I liked the most about it was something a little out of left field. There was EDM's Last Hope 2, which, dude, he doesn't just have like nice sound and shit like that. He's got some bangers on that motherfucker. I'm not
yeah.
gonna pretend that a human person fucking does this. I'm still pretending the fucking dog spins this shit. Okay,
He does. I'm not lying to myself.
doesn't ever press the pause button. Okay,
The
Ever.
PAWS.
exactly, never. He's tired of your shit.
Just go follow the dude on Instagram. Because you know what? He needs more friends.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Go do it.
Right now.
It's Little Hank is the name.
Yep, it's Lil Hank, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look for the doggo. He's everywhere, stealing your girl.
With style.
Let's have a rendezvous with Laszlo, sir.
Surprisingly, I'm not a Laszlo fan, but I like this song a lot.
Same.
Like, just this is the album that like 180 a lot of like ideals I had for some of these artists. So that's why it's one of my favorites, or is my favorite.
Let's take a listen. It's called Rendezvous. Drop.
Like all the nuances together just are pleasing to me.
I love that bass undertone. It's like real nasty, dirty sounding.
Wow, wow.
Which I don't know. I mean, I see how I got on the Instinct side, but I could see how that could easily have gone.
Like on either way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, you can say that with a lot of songs on Cage too. Like a lot of Notaker's tracks aren't quite as heavy, but they're still on Uncaged.
Well, I think the difference though is that No Taker has a lot of like real heavy drums in his shit, and I think that might be what gives it the edge. Because if you listen to any of his shit with headphones, it's like it's almost deafening.
But I mean, that'd be about it. I mean, he's
Yeah.
not really a hard hitting artist like most of the other ones.
Yeah, but absolutely a fucking.
But I mean, Laszlo's pretty much stuck to the Instinct side anyway. So
Yeah, and this is a really good track. So
it'll make you want to meet up with him again over and over.
it will make you fucking rendezvous. You will feel it in your heart to rendezvous with him. It will make you feel your heart,
Yeah.
but not as much as Protostar.
Still, another track I'm just... I can skip.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it.
Is it just like comparable to like the earlier shit, or?
Yeah, his earlier stuff, like the... What was that one EP that we reviewed that one time?
Now I feel dumb.
Slash... what was it called? It's something... I don't remember what it's called. But it had a lot of like unique styles, like the Neo Tokyo kind of sounding stuff with it. That type of Protostar, and then like Echoes of the Past, stuff like that. I was a big fan of. This, I'm just.
I think the music,
I can't get into it.
music production got it for me. Just like hearing the snare drum, like the drum kit on here sounds like a real drum kit, not really like a much of an electronic one.
Sequence, that's the name of that album.
Thank
Fuck.
you. I'm gonna go listen to that later now.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is Feel Your Heart with Sam Tabber.
Feel your heart beat in mine. Feel your heart.
I like it because it's a little different. He tried to kind of step out a little bit.
I mean, it sounds like jazzy almost.
A little bit.
Like swingish, big roomish almost.
Yeah. But I can see what you mean. If like it just doesn't really feel like it goes dynamic everywhere. It just kind of keeps like, the same vibe going throughout it. Yeah, I mean, for what it is, I like it. For being Protostar, being something like kind of different outside of what he usually does, I thoroughly enjoy it because of like I said, I'm a drummer, but like I like those kind of fills, breakbeat pieces, and I like again. Sound will probably win over quality at some points for me. But that's just how I'm built.
I'm the
It's weird.
same way, but in this song, it's not a bad song. I'm not in no means trashing it. It's just I don't feel this one. I don't feel it in my heart.
God damn it. I feel it in my heart. That's a good like 50-50 point of view on that one though for you guys out there listening.
We have a couple of those on this one, so
Yeah. We have what fucking. We have 8 left.
I mean, shit's better than 40.
This is true. This is very true.
We could be way at the beginning. Starting over.
We fucked up and just hit the rewind button and just legit like go back, cue in, and play everything we just recorded, and you just have to hear it all over again.
Or you can just press pause by accident, like, fuck, we got to re-record everything.
Yeah.
And then we're here for another hour and 20 minutes.
Exactly. Like, were we even recording this whole time?
Probably not.
Damn it. So,
The green light's on. Shit.
well, fuck is what I'm thinking. Let's check out Murdoch featuring Vila with In Touch.
And again, another artist I have not heard since Ancient and Arcane. Vila did vocal work with Varian on that album, and I just absolutely love her voice so much. I was thoroughly happy to see her back on Monstercat.
I remember sending you this track and be like, dude, this is fucking great. Mm-hmm. It's like, you have to listen. Just drop what you're doing and listen now. It's like, but I'm holding like a fucking pan of bacon and eggs. Drop it on the floor and listen right now. Scramble that shit, but I want it fried. Scramble that shit. Just listen to this right now.
Just drop it.
Fuck it, let's drop it right now.
Who did Murdoch remind us of? It was like, what was his name? It was Jensen Ackles and somebody else.
Son of a bitch. If I saw his face, then I'd remember.
But he looked like the mixed like love child of these two guys, and I'm like, he is so scarily accurate.
Right. But God, I like the song a fuckload. The little phaser they kind of had that was because if you're listening with headphones, you can hear some of the nuances going from like left to right speaker, and almost like it feels like it's going in a figure 8, like through your fucking eyeballs. I don't know how.
It's touching you everywhere.
Yeah, I probably described that really fucking weird, but it's just kind of how
Just
it felt.
touching your face and
Touching
your head and your
just-
eyeballs.
Just touch your face when you listen to this song. In
Just
touch.
like full.
By in touch, he means just touch your face. Listen to the song. Just put your hand on your face and listen to it.
Why have I not heard this song before? Touch.
Yeah,
touch,
you're
touch.
face palming in a way where you're just like, fuck, I fucked up. I've never listened to this before until now.
I fail you, Vila.
Bob Vila.
Don't.
I'm sorry. I had to.
No.
All right.
Yet again, with another Matt Van track.
Yeah, third time's a charm on this motherfucker. But
The second one with Cloud None.
yeah, I was gonna say he's with our boy, Cloud None.
One of them.
Yeah. So this was unexpected, which at this point I should not be like saying, "Oh, this is unexpected." I should start like looking and being like, "Oh, this needs to happen now."
Yeah. Why hasn't this happened before?
I'm face palming again. Fuck. Just in touch on my face. I listened to this one.
Just push Juliet.
Do it.
Oh, I'll find you in a better place.
Fucking mellow. You know what this song reminds me of, dude? The Postal Service.
I remember you telling me about that the first time I heard it.
This song reminds me so much of that project, and it's the everything. I was gonna say it's this, it's that, or it's the other. No, it's legit everything about it reminds me of the Postal Service, and I fucking love the Postal Service. So I really, really like love this track a lot.
See, now all we need is a mega collab between Matt Van, Cloud None, Direct, and Feige.
Yeah,
Just this big cluster of your emotions are just going to drain out of you. Just one big...
I tried to picture that, and it hurt really bad.
Yeah.
But I also pictured the collaboration, and it made me feel better.
Yeah. It's like
Not the draining part, but the
mix of emotions there.
yeah. But
I don't know how I feel about this.
put these people in the same place and just have them write the best fucking song that you've ever heard in your life, because I'm pretty sure that's what would happen.
I do know not Matt Van, Direct and Cloud None release an EP. I think it's tomorrow actually.
Yes.
So we're gonna get some really good shit tomorrow.
Well, that'll be today.
Well, yeah,
Technically, it'll be listening.
it'll be on Friday
Yeah.
because we were talking in the past.
Or if you're listening to this in the future, it was on a Friday. For you, it's a Tuesday.
Please don't Rebecca Black this.
No. Remember Bison from Street Fighter? For
Yeah.
me, it was Tuesday.
I don't know why I went Rebecca Black for a second.
I am not going to fucking count the days of the week and like talk about them and remind you of that yesterday was Wednesday. Today, or I'm sorry, yesterday. Sorry, I'm getting back on track since we're technically talking on a Friday of release day. Yesterday was Thursday. Now it is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday comes afterward.
Mind blown.
Gotta get down on Friday.
Can we just go to the end of the moon
Yeah, let's go to the end of the moon. Let's go see our boys in Half an Orange again. God damn it.
with yet another great track?
Let's listen to it. End of the moon.
I've been thinking of my time here and all the times I lied to myself.
Fucking head nodder track, dude.
Under the sun, yeah,
That's
under the
literally the theme of them. Is just nod.
time here.
I fuck with these guys so hard. I vibe the fuck out to their music so hard.
It's easy to get lost in their music because it's very like Caribbean, Jamaican kind of subtlety,
Jamaican me crazy.
and then it's just great vocal work on top of very just like calm, like subtle vocals.
They throw you off. They call themselves Half an Orange, but they're throwing the whole motherfucker at you.
They're throwing the whole coconut at you.
That's right. It's that great orange taste.
They don't put the lime in the coconut; they put the orange in the
That's
coconut,
it. That's it.
and then they knot it all up. Yeah,
I really like this song a lot. I like all their songs. Like I'm not even gonna be fucking kidding around here. I'm a fan. I like all their shit. Straight up. This song in particular was fucking cool as shit. Just then you go check their videos out too, man. They've got some videos on their YouTube channel.
Very well animated music videos.
Absolutely. I'm doing the whole like.
The taste of citrus.
That's yes. Yeah. Let's get washed away
Oh my god.
with Danica Nadu and Doomu collaboration.
On my way through the night,
That and the nasty bass. This
The buildup was so drastically different. That's what throws me off so much about this song. Like it's
do you feel like it was like they maybe there were like two different songs altogether that just kind of got tossed into the same
like
thing?
last minute.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of now that I think about it? He had you. Do you remember back in the day those little like toddler Fisher Price keyboards? That's what the drop sounds like. He literally just okay. I need to make something real quick. What do I do? He saw like his kid's little Fisher Price piano. I was like, give me that real quick. Ding 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 ding. And he just like slams it across the room.
But
and
dude,
shit.
when used correctly, I've actually heard shit like that be used really well, like toy box piano and shit.
yeah,
But yeah, not really ripping way too fucking hard. Not a fan. Just I'm not. Sorry, dude. Just I'm not a fan.
and I'm gonna say this is the least favorite track from mine on this album. Like,
Same.
It's too drastically different with what it was trying to do at first, and then what the drop came. I was just like, okay, I can't,
It dropped us off like the rest of it.
dude. It literally just slapped me in the face. Like, okay, I can't because Danica's vocals just clash with it too much.
Yeah, and that's the sad part is because like she's a great fucking vocalist, dude.
Yeah,
And like, just I don't know. I really don't have much else to say because it's not like I said. I'm not.
I'm not gonna sit there and harsh too hard.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
just,
either. It's like I said. It's just not. It's not for me. It might be for somebody out there listening, but it's
and
not
that's
for me.
perfectly fine.
Yeah,
but-
absolutely.
Yeah,
Like we're not gonna shit all over you for it. We're not shitting completely on this artist for making something that they worked hard on. Once again, but. It's neither of our cup of tea. Or hell, we're sharing a whole jar of tea right now as we speak, and
Yep.
it's not in there.
there's an orange in our tea.
Half an orange. Let's talk about us.
Wait, you mean me and you?
Yes,
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the song about us,
Oh, okay.
like
Well-
how much we like this.
That's a little more interesting. Slightly more.
Yeah, Desiro, Winter, and I'm not even gonna fuck that up.
FTKS.
I didn't know if it was like let's let it stand for something or let's try to be cool and make a fucking word out of like really tiny like squeezed together letters.
With about us.
Skiffs. Farfignugan.
now I can be wrong, but never about us.
Enough about us.
Yeah. I love the guitar in the back.
This one's a definite head nod for me, more than like that. This one has more personality behind it too.
I love guitar work like that too. When it's, I play guitar too, but I don't. You can't put like a song that like this and have so much shredding on it. Like I really like textured, layered stuff, and that is what happened. And I was just like, "Hey, I like you. I like the rest of this song too.
You did good stuff.
You did all the fun things, all the fun things. So thank you for that.
Zero.
Yeah, that's good shit, and it was a wonderful welcome for indie dance on this collab compilation. Keep saying collaboration.
This thing. Yeah.
This fucking thing with a cheetah on the front of it and the number 3.
Yep. With the green box.
This album was brought to you by the color green and also brought to you by the number 3.
And by the animal, cheetah.
Yeah. Let's talk
Product
about-
placement over.
Let's get into Bishu with Blind Spots.
Again, one of those scenarios where we're very distant about this conversation. I like this song for the stupidest reasons, and he just can't stand it.
Just gonna hit play. I might have to let this go through a couple more times, honestly. Yeah.
And it's so odd because I normally hate that traditional mainstream trap crap that they put on the music these days with the bird calling that noise.
Go back and listen to our 10 Things I Rate About You episode to hear about that shit.
But for some reason, I can get into this song, and I'm just in a humorous way, trash talking that whole concept because it's just so corny how this song just portrays that style of music where it's just that washed out trap sound. To be honest with you,
I think that's what turned me off from it initially. Like I said, I'll have to give it a few more listens, more than I already have, to just maybe just listen to it more with headphones because I could probably find something I appreciate out of it. But
the drop is really cool though. I like it because it's just it reminds me so much of Ritual when it builds up and then it's just a drastic drop. It was in a dark way. It wasn't so counteracting with the build up that it was just obnoxious. This to me actually fit with it, but it was so different that I can actually enjoy both parts of it.
yeah, and like I said, I think for me it was that typical radio trap music sound that just kind of was just oh, what? It builds and you're like, okay, the fuck.
But don't get me wrong, I don't like that stuff normally. I make fun of it, but I enjoy it just to make fun of it, basically. Look how stupid this shit is.
I definitely get it. I don't know. I'll try to keep a more open mind, but I'm not even gonna lie. The very first time I heard this, I was just oh. Seriously, that was just oh.
I know. That's why I looked at him. I was like, okay, here it comes.
But I'm not gonna shit all over it. But maybe it'll grow on me. I'll be open minded and say that it will grow on me. Who knows?
Bish, you might.
Bish, it might. It just fucking might. Let's revisit Mazair. I
Luma.
fucking hope I am not mispronouncing his name because he's a really nice dude.
Yep.
And Luma. So this was Mazair, his second appearance on Monstercat this year, and the song is called Nothing More, and it is another kind of D&B drum step kind of thing.
Dreaming of the way it was before, loving nothing more, just loving nothing more.
I like his choice of tones and instrumentation. He seems to work with pretty good vocalists too.
Yeah, I like Luma a lot.
Yeah, Luma's really, really good. And I do like this song, but I don't like it as much as Where Do We Go?
See, I like this song a little bit more.
See, yeah. But they're both really good.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been a really nice addition to this label. I don't think I had heard Luma before vocally.
Mm-mm.
So that's another thing too, is you get all these these guest vocalists that come on and do these tracks with these artists, and you get a lot of really cool new people to listen to. So it's been a nice mix of old and new.
Mm-hmm.
But I dig this song. It was pretty well done.
Agreed.
Let's close this motherfucker out with another Cloud None song with LEV.
The third one of this album.
Out There.
That I don't say, sick of guessing. I have questions.
See, I like that code noise.
Same.
Like it's like communicating.
But I really like that kind of garage sound. The real muffled bass, the drum production, it's real calm. Great vocals. It's just strange though, honestly. Like I think for sequentially speaking, it was kind of a weird song to end on.
Yeah. You would think there would be more of a not so much an uplifting song, but more upbeat in a way to kind of like tail off into the end of the tracks.
Yeah, and I mean that may be what they were going for. Like when you listen to it, like on the album mix version, how they just kind of every song just kind of bleeds into each other. That may be where they went with this. I don't know, but I would have expected a little more of like a upbeat kind of thing to end on. Like if you go to a rock show or concert, even like most concerts, generally like send you off with what you call a high note. We're going to end this evening on a high note. We're going to send you off happy and this and the other. Send you wanting more.
They could have put Mazaire, Where Do We Go at the end of it.
Absolutely.
That would have fit a little bit better.
Yeah, because and like questioning like, oh,
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So. But Cloud9 has been just fucking knocking shit out left and right. This is again another example of that. But so many fucking different styles on this album, dude. It says a lot considering they've had 6 Uncaged and 3 Instincts, and we're just now getting to we're just now getting to a full blown Monstercat album review because there's been more than just these 9. There's been like fucking 30 other ones.
30 other ones after that, or before that, I mean. Along with all the, like, holiday-based ones, too.
Exactly. What were your thoughts on that track before we...
I mean, it's the typical Cloud9 track. The vocals are really good. Like I said, I like that, like, communicating coding noise that he did with parts of it. And it's just, like I said, a very common, standard Cloud9 vibe that I get from it, which I appreciate. Not his most outstandingly, noticeable track, but still a good one.
Sure. I'll agree there. But I think, that was a ride. Mm-hmm. Guys, we made it. All 40 of these fucking songs. We fucking made it.
And now it gives you more motivation to go check out the whole album yourself.
Exactly. Check it out. Spotify, iTunes, monstercat.com, wherever you want to go buy it or wherever you listen to music, it's available. We'll stick a link in the show notes below and go scroll down, click it, stream it, buy it, do whatever you want with it.
I
But
thought you said scrotum for a second.
scrotum down below.
Yeah. That's what they usually are.
I mean,
Scrotum.
Scroll down below.
Yeah, I gathered that, thanks.
Buy it or listen streaming, whatever the fuck you do to listen to music. Got Apple Music.
Go do your music thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right, fuckers. If you want to check out more of us past, present, and future episodes, supermediabrospodcast.com. It's in the show notes below. If you would like to follow us on social media, facebook.com/supermediabros, twitter.com/supermediabros_.
Here comes the head tilt.
You can't see it, but I'm tilting my head wildly right now like a madman.
No, he's like schizo. He's just...
Instagram.com/supermediabrospodcast.
Speaking of pictures.
Come look at our stupid pictures.
Told you.
Stupid.
Fuck.
Next week, god damn it, it's time. We had to put it off for a week, but fuck, we're doing it now.
The Drunken Podcast.
God damn it. Cult Cinema Showdown 25. Metal Man finally arrived in the fucking mail. So we have that, The Amazing Bulk, Captain Battle Legacy Wars, and Thunderstorm, The Return of Thor, a.k.a. Earth's Mightiest Zeros.
At last. Dead last.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not looking forward to it at the same time.
Just all I can think about is booze.
Because
that's the only good thing about this one.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait. I cannot fucking wait. And actually, anybody out there, but especially you, dude. I fucking can't wait to see the look on your face when the Amazing Bulk starts playing because, like, I fucking it is.
Just seeing the preview and the trailer alone was enough.
I thought so too. Then I watched it.
It's like, oh no, you wrong.
Yeah. Actually, all these movies are like that, but goddamn it, especially that one. Ugh. So.
Well, it's coming.
If you would like to support the podcast monetarily, patreon.com/supermediabros. Go there. We've got the Shades On tier at $2. You help support production costs for the podcast, and you receive our undying love.
And swag.
That's right. No, you get swag with the $5 one.
Oh, that's true. $5.
That's the We're Off tier. You get a shirt. I say a shirt. You get a sticker, a button, and a coaster while they last, while the coasters last, because those were limited at
at that time adventure.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll get those. You'll also get between 1 and 4 bonus episodes a month on Patreon, and it's an exclusive to Patreon. So you get extra content from us, and you support us, and you also get our undying love.
Yeah, remember that cat picture that we posted that triggered? That might mean something,
That's it.
but you won't know.
Unless you fucking go check it out. Mm-hmm. So I would absolutely like to thank Marlon Fisher, Tara Lamberth, and the Faves of Our Lives podcast for being our patrons for this month as well. You 3, or 4, I should say, because there's technically 2 in the Faves of Our Lives.
True.
You 4 are fucking outstanding. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now, if you want a shirt, because I was like sitting here going, no, we don't fucking have shirts yet. We actually do have them, but not physically on us. Go to our fucking Store Frontier website and buy the shit. All of our merch is $5 off. I mean, I'm shrugging too. It's like, why haven't you fucking done it yet?
Just shrug emoji.
The shirt emoji, just shrug. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm. Just going to put that on the post for the shirts, like shrug emoji. Why haven't you got it?
Why haven't you got it yet? And when are you going to? Fuckers.
God damn it.
That's it for this week, dude. I'm fucking done. This has absolutely been, I think, 3 times longer than any of the For Your Reviewing Pleasure.
Considering it's been 4 times as many tracks than normal.
I have stacks of papers. I had to put this on a scroll, roll it, and drop it on the floor and kick it, and just consistently just climb through the paper just to read all these off.
I mean, it's like a red carpet. The red carpet event. Except it's a scroll event.
Dude, yeah, okay, yeah. Red carpet. What if it was like just a tan carpet, like cheetah tan carpet? Or just just a cheetah carpet.
A shag carpet.
Ew. Like all those like thick, like inch thick, like Berber carpet.
Mm-hmm. How would you roll that out anyway? It'd be like a freaking like hay bale size.
I would fucking laugh because I'm rolling like a whole like thing of that out. As soon as it like hits, it's a fucking cloud of dust.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. It's a cloud, not of dust. Sorry. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. And
yeah, you're probably making everybody's allergies kick out.
I'm sorry.
Talking about it.
Sorry. That was For Your Reviewing Pleasure 7, Monstrous Instinct, episode 75. For this week, I have been Midnight Agent Raw.
And Abed Okame.
Shades on.
We're off.